Speak to me, Missy.
I'm so excited to see How Do I Look. I've been waiting for years. Years! It's about time.
Come on now. Tell me about How Do I Look.
How do I look?
Not the movie. Not me.
The movie, How Do I Look?
What do you think it's going to be about? Like, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Wolfgang's shows, the dance escapades. I don't know what else I'm going to see because I don't know what the whole movie is made out of. Anyway.
So what do you think How Do I Look is going to be like?
Well, if it's anything like Paris is Burning, it'll be like uncovering something for the rest of the world that the underground queer community has always like known and felt was important and held close, and will present the queer community as a more of a cultural landscape and less of a mindless group fuck than is normally perceived.
So how do you think that'll impact the community at large?
Well, one of the things I want to say that I'm just so delighted to be here tonight. I saw Paris is Burning for the very first time at the weekend. As you can tell, I'm not from this country, and I've been here about a year. And I've been doing the club scene and everything, and the mayor here has always been saying, you need to see Paris is Burning. So I saw it at the weekend and thought, I wonder if, has there been anything else done since that? And I just dropped in here today and found out that this was on tonight. So I'm just thrilled, and I just think Paris was Burning was amazing, so I'm looking forward to tonight.
Right on.
Man, how you doing?
So what do you think? Wait, I gotta get a good angle.
Yeah, good.
So what do you think? What are you looking forward to in the movie?
Well, I like to see what the catch-up is since Paris is Burning was filmed, seeing as right after that, I pretty much me and my Punchline Novi had fallen out of the scene. Because Paris is Burning blew my head open, remembering how many times when we were high school students, cutting out of class and rushing over to West Side Highway and Christopher Street to watch everyone prance and dance around and pretty much scare everyone that used to roll down on their way to New Jersey and World Trade Center. So I'm looking forward to see what the sense has been then, since so much of this has been co-opted into popular culture and in advertising as well. Seeing as we're a couple of things that got co-opted into advertising in suburbia, we might as well see if anyone else has followed suit. That's what I'm looking for. Let him get a good view.
Okay, well first we have to acknowledge that you are from the residence.
Oh,
I had to do that.
No!
I had to do that.
Okay,
It's
this is what
done.
you get for that.
There you go. Okay. Now that that's done. So what do you? Wait. So what do you see? How do you think it's beneficial to the community that this movie versus Paris is Burning, this one's being done by somebody who's from the community?
Well, hey, anybody who's from the community is going to know the community a lot better. I'm all for it. Yeah. I'm all for somebody from the community coming with a great movie, and it's going to more likely make me pay attention more as a member of the community.
Yeah, because that was the trick with Paris is Burning.
You do whatever the hell you want. So what do you think about How Do I Look being made by somebody from the community versus like Paris is Burning was done by somebody outside of the community?
Well, it's perhaps an interesting commentary. I actually have no idea what I'm getting into right now. I joined my friend to come here tonight, not knowing what the activity was at all.
No idea what's going on today.
That's how pliable I am.
Well, how
Nikki, why don't you come over here and why do you give your thoughts?
I'm gonna get both of you.
I know nothing about what's about to happen.
Okay. But now I can get you in the shot. Okay, so how do you feel about Paris is Burning being made by somebody outside the community versus like How Do I Look being made from somebody in the community, and how do you think that that'll be beneficial?
Well, I think that someone making it in the community has more ties to the community and more trust. People may be more honest.
Do you think that'll give them a better perspective or insight?
I think it could, yes. Sometimes outsiders can open people up more too.
I'm glad you didn't ask me the question because I'm just learning about it.
Like when you came here, what did you expect? What do you think you're going to see?
I just came on a date. Someone invited me.
Oh.
So I had no expectations.
Oh, okay. There you go. let me ask you a question.
Sure.
So, how do you feel about Paris is Burning being made from somebody outside the community, and how do you feel that How Do I Look might have a different perspective from being made from somebody inside the community?
I think once you start coming to the functions and you understand what it is that we do.
Okay, now you can answer the question now.
As far as somebody having to be part of the ballroom scene to be able to show the proper footage, I think it's better that we have an outside person doing it that's not so involved and is unbiased towards any specific house or any specific person. Wolfgang, to me, every time I see him, is always classy about what he's doing. He's very respectful to everybody. He tries to be impartial in how he takes footage and how he tapes everybody and stops and does his interviews. So I think it's going to help. And as far as somebody else doing the Paris is Burning, I think it's a different time of place in history, in the ballroom history, and we do need the current footage. We do need to archive what's going on right now in the ballroom scene. There's a lot of positive and also a lot of negative, like with any community in anything that you do. And I think a second part of Paris is Burning, no matter who's doing it, is very helpful to us, to me, to the producers, the directors, to just the world, to see that this is such an untapped source, such an untapped entity, you know. And once you get into the involvement, into the drama, into the action, and into the shade what the ballroom has to offer, I think we're probably one of the best action adventure series you can probably see off television.
How do you feel about this movie being made from somebody inside the community versus being Paris is Burning was made by somebody from outside the community? How do you think that could be beneficial? Come on, just give me a good clip.
Congratulations, Kevin and Wolfgang.
Hello.
I love you.
We love you too.
Really looking forward to it.
So, what are you looking forward to in the movie? What do you think you're going to see?
I have no idea what we're going to see. That's why it's so special.
I'm very fortunate that I saw some of the previous bits, you know.
Wolfgang has told us all about it.
Yeah. It's very exciting. I'd like to see what Octavia has to say.
And you will.
I can't wait.
Hey. So, what are you looking forward to in the movie, and how do you feel about like representing the Bears?
Well, Wolfgang and I are both on the board of directors of Metro Bears. I've known Wolfgang a long time. I've heard about this project for years. Him going to the balls, him doing this or that related to the movie, getting funding. So I'm just so thrilled to finally be able to see this. And it's such a great turnout.
Where do you think it's going to go from here?
Oh, I hope it'll go to the film festivals.
How do you think it's beneficial that it was made by somebody inside the community versus somebody outside of it?
Well, Wolfgang is inside and outside because the community involved is basically the Black, Latino, gay community. Wolfgang is neither Black nor Latino. He's German. So I think he sort of like has an insider-outsider status there. So it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together.
Right on. Thank you. So what are you looking forward to in the movie?
I really just like to see any community, a community based on love, that comes together as a family and that decides to shine for themselves.
Right on. So you're looking forward to the movie?
Oh yes. And Wolfgang.
So are you looking forward to the movie?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
How do you feel about it being made from somebody inside the community versus Paris is Burning being made from somebody outside the community?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, why not? There's so many of us. Might as well do it. We don't have? That's my cousin. Hi.
you looking forward to in the movie?
Well, I'm not even sure that I know why I'm here. I know that I've been invited by some friends of mine, and I know what the project they're trying to do, so I don't know what I'm in for right now.
Okay, so then let me change your perspective. How do you feel about the perspective shift of like Paris is Burning was made from somebody outside the community versus How Do I Look being made from somebody inside?
I'm definitely everything about the community. I'm starting a project myself that's community-based, and I hope that this will be such a big thing in the service of our community that it'll be a household word. So that's my interest coming here to share that too with this.
What's the name of your project? Speak up now, sister. Come on,
let's put it this way. The yahoo.com of alternative lifestyle is on its way.
Right on.
Here, talking about the movie How Do I Look? Movie on Vogue. The ballroom scene, how it's changed over the years. You know, I'm here with my man Johnny LaBeza. You know what I'm saying? Uptown represent. You know, we both represent from the old school. We're talking about the Vogue scene, which has changed from like the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. And we just got to be a part of it.
So how do you feel about it being made from somebody inside the community versus Paris is Burning was made from somebody outside the community?
Well, like I said, it has changed over the years. You understand? I think, see, a lot of people said that Madonna started, which is not true. I think that Madonna took a dance that we made and made it real bad. You know what I'm saying? So we just here to bring it to the light what Vogue is all about. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to be a part of it.
Right on.
Right on.
Yeah, Voguing is a dance that's very unique, and it's a style that's made of Egyptian creativity, modern, however you want to put it. But it's a beautiful dance.
So how long have you been in the community? Tell us who you are first. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm Johnny LaBeza.
And I'm Damien.
Come on now, hit it.
All right.
Give me something. Give me something.
Amu?
Come on now.
All right.
Tell them who you are. They don't. The camera doesn't know who you are. You got to tell the camera who you are.
Yeah. Well, I'm Johnny LaBeza.
Give us some history.
I've been representing the ballroom scene for about 10 years, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of creativity. It's a lot of entertainment, and it's really a lot of fun to watch. And it's great. Okay.
Come on now, smile for me.
Hey.
What are you looking? Are you looking forward to the movie?
Yes. In fact, I was looking forward for the whole entire event here. It's wonderful. Wolfgang, he's the one who's part of it, and most part of it, and I'm grateful to be here and to help a friend out and sell raffle tickets. So if anybody's out there, please buy some raffle tickets.
Looking forward to the movie?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Well, because part one was just as good, and I want to see what they have in store for us next.
How do you feel about it being made by somebody inside the community versus Paris is Burning was made by somebody outside the community?
Well, that's even better that it's made inside the community. You know, we need all of that to get the community going and keep it functioning.
How do you think the idea, because this one does much more of a historical perspective of it and gets more into the root of it, so how do you feel that that'll be beneficial to the community?
How do I feel it's beneficial for the community? Well, it's an outlet for people to get together, to communicate. It also enlightens the environment about gay people and things that we're doing more than just running out having sex and just malicious and mischievous things that they claim gay people do. It helps the community out a lot too. It brings a lot into the community, I think. Yeah.
Right on. You know I had to get you. So are you here for the movie?
I am here for the movie.
Right on. Metro Man, perchance?
How did you guess?
So what are you looking forward to in the movie?
Nothing specific. Just here to see what it's about.
Right on. Thank you. Come on, no. Now.
No,
give me a little something. This is before the movie. I need the preface before the movie. Okay. Come on, you're a black man. Come over here. Let me bring you over here. Now spin around and hit me. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Hi,
So what are you looking forward to in the movie? Well, tell people who you are first.
Hi, I'm David McQueen. I'm one of the associate producers with the project. I'm here with Mr. Fred Brown, marketing consultant on the project. And we are honored to be here. This is a very exciting moment for us. We've been anticipating a project like this for quite a long time. It's a project that will empower the gay community. It's very positive, it's very entertaining, and it serves a purpose. It's a good health awareness project, and we stand behind it 100%.
How do you feel about this movie being made by somebody inside the community versus Paris is Burning was made by somebody outside the community?
Very special, very special. There is nothing like somebody from their own community telling us how it really works. And that's what we have here. We have people that's been involved in the ball community for numbers of years. We have legends that's being interviewed. We have people that walk the ball as a part of their life. It's a culture. It's a way of life for a lot of people. And they're here really to tell us that they can have fun at the same time be responsible in doing that.
Right on. What do you got to say, bro?
Well, from a marketing standpoint, it's a project that has value because people, haven't seen it yet, and that really is the idea. That it's going to be a project that people haven't seen, about a culture that they haven't seen. But yeah, we see it every day because if you go to Fendi, Gucci, it's basically fashion shows underground, created by the people who set trends in the industry. So for that reason, it's going to have marketing value, and I think that that's the reason to see it, and I'm excited about being a part of it.
All right, well, how do either one of you feel about the idea that it gives much more of a cultural perspective versus the idea of just kind of being like all the glitz and glamour? It really shows the historical perspective as well as the cultural perspective of where the people come from.
Well, I think that's why it's being built as an documentary, exactly. An education piece. There's a documentary piece and it's an entertaining as well. So it has to have all those components in order to be authentic.
Right on. And I just want to stress, it's not a gay project. It's a project that's entertaining. It's a project that everybody can relate to. Some of the talent is amazing. What people do outside of the ballroom community is shown here. We have fashion designers, hairstylists, we have makeup artists. I mean, the talent is incredible. It's a project that's been greatly anticipated and long overdue.
And he's associate producer.
Thank you.
Right on. Peace.
Great. We are the largest gay and lesbian professional group in New York City and possibly in the United States. We have over 1,000 members in all different types of occupations and callings, whatever you want to call a profession. From graphics designers to movie directors to broadcast news announcers, etc., etc. If you want to keep on top of the organization, we have a website, OutProfessionals.org. You can go there online and see our online events calendar. We also have other online services for our members, such as a jobs posting, which is very valuable if you're looking for a job. You can also post yourself if you're looking for a job, which is used throughout the gay and lesbian community for people who are looking to fill job positions. So if you are new here to OutProfessionals, pick up one of our newsletters and get yourself listed on our email listing. There you can sign up. I just want to sort of give you a brief overview of some of the upcoming events after tonight. Every third Wednesday of the month is our main event. And we have it always here at the center. So if you are bored, have nothing to do, and it's the third Wednesday of the month, come and join us. It's always an interesting event. The next main event will be in September, and that will be on September 19th, and it's basically where is lesbian and gay publishing going from here. It's a round table with David Rosen, who is editor-in-chief of Inside Books, and you'll have a lot of industry insiders talking about gay and lesbian publishing. Then we have a Wednesday event. It's the New York premiere of a movie by director Jay Cochran, who's also a member. The movie is called Undetectable, and it follows the lives of people who are dealing with taking protease inhibitors who are based in Boston. And this is going to be the premiere of this film. That will be October 17th. And if you want to look for some more of our interesting events, again, pick up one of our newsletters and you can see our calendar. But I know why you are really here, so let me ask Wolfgang to introduce his panel and we'll get going. Thanks very much.
Thank you. People can allow me that are ready to get involved in this project, and I would like to make the statement now. We're really only in the beginning phase of the final project, and I would like to ask everybody to be patient, and we'll all get to you eventually. But again, this is now an opportunity for us to reach out and let the community know that we are working on the project and we are looking for funding. And I hope by the end of the night, when we see the video, that you can see some of the excitement that this is really a wonderful opportunity. Okay, so I would like talking to Kevin. He's with OutProfessionals, and he's the one who gave us the opportunity and support to be here today. And we also have to thank people like Hector Simpson from the Gay Lesbian Community Center, who's also co-sponsoring this event.
This is one of the bathrooms. He needs him for he's about to do an announcement.
I know, that's fine, man. That's the part of the provide. What magazine was the boy before then? Wayne Pies.
To move forward with the project as well. So for us, this is very important to have the center and OutProfessionals to actually sponsor this first event for us. So I just want to make that point. And we are also planning more of those fundraising events, and the next one will be launching the website, which also still needs a lot of work. And I would like to thank Robert Urban. He's here. He started on the website, and he's been doing a fabulous job. And we just finished phase 1 on the website, and I know there is a phase 2 coming up soon. And I would also, we need to get more input from the individuals in the community and in the ball community to make sure we represent everything where everybody's happy. So there will be more upcoming events and more people are going to be involved as well. So the reason why we produce Investor Showcase is to reach out to the community at large and make them aware of the empowerment program in the gay and lesbian, bisexual, transgender community. It's very important for the artists to help them to empower themselves. This is one of my personal issues because I've been many years involved in the artistic community, and I know from touring and working in Germany, where I was born and raised, how much respect artists get in Europe. And when I came over here to this country touring with bands around the South, I was shocked. It was like a culture shock for me to see what kind of disrespect is in this entertainment community. So I would like to make that statement. And I think we have a good opportunity with the talent that the ball community has to really get this empowerment project off the ground, because the talent speaks for itself. So, and I'm sure it'll be very successful, and we can move forward to that. Okay, I think I said enough. Let's move on to Kevin. I would like to have Kevin speak a little bit about the ball history, because that's basically why you were here, Kevin.
Well, I'm Kevin Army, for those that don't know me. You don't know me, well, you'll know me before the night's over. I'm a ballroom personality. I'm also many things, a member of Black Pride, board member of New York City, member of the Harlem Arts Council as well. And basically, as producer of this film, I just want to give a little love to everybody that's been involved in the ball community since the very beginning. I'm not here to pick who's more legendary than who. I didn't even call myself a legend. I call myself a ballroom personality. The ball history. The balls have transcended through times good and bad, from the 18th century to modern day. It has endured many metamorphoses, but in all cases, balls have maintained its brilliance and excitement amongst its participants as a way of life. The ball community still thrives. The old make way for the new. Periodically, you can still see the remaining elders, the legendary icons, coming out to participate and enjoy themselves at the balls. The balls of today, though categories vary from decades long ago, are described as one big fashion and talent audition given away to expression of individuality. The preparations by both producers and contestants become an art form skill within itself. Did I express that correctly? Now, without any more notes, I just want to talk about what the balls mean to me, and I hope that maybe many will agree. We have so many positive people in the ball community. We have a lot of craziness going on, a little shade here and there, but basically, we don't even realize that we do support one another, regardless of whether we know it or not. And I'm looking around in the audience and I see faces, old and new. I see R.R. Chanel here, sitting in the first row. And I want to tell you that this film basically has to include you, because you've been somebody that's been positive through the years. I look at all the takes throughout the years and I see all the creativity that you put forth from your outfits. They're outstanding. I look at Portia and I see her coming through with her designs. I see Julia LaBeija, one of our elders that we can look up to, that's still here representing, letting us know that we are surviving. The ball community overall has had so many different changes going on. For all the people that we've lost, we have to address the AIDS issue, because with all the ones that were here that left the void behind, no matter how much we pretend that we can just keep going on and ignore it, we can't. And we as ball community participants actually feel those losses, and we feel that void over and over, you know. We have new kids coming out, the children of today. I see a few of them here. I'm not as familiar with them, but it only shows that our future still thrives and we still are here. So therefore, as a community, we need to be recognized and acknowledged as a thriving community that's going to continue. And with a continuation of any community, you have to have support from the overall general gay population, as well as the individual ball community. We've had successful people in our lives, such as Spike Lee, Suzanne Bosch, Gwen Bearden, Queen Latifah, Iman, Beverly Johnson, Sidney Crawford, Pee Wee Herman, Cyndi Lauper, Bob Mackey, Patricia Fields, John Paul Gaultier, Leotis Clyburn, A&R Polydor, Polygram Records, and Lisa Morris from Warner Brothers, all participating in the balls at one time or another. We've even had stars like Phyllis Hyman, who passed away, but she won Best Dressed Woman at one time or another before she did so. There are a lot of celebrities interested in the balls and have given us support. And this film, basically, where Paris is Burning left off, the only thing I can say to that is that this film should actually tell you the other side of Paris is Burning, which wasn't included, such as the creativity by designers such as David Ultima, R.R. Chanel, the creativity of costume designers and ball laureates and writers like Marcel Christian, the creativity of people like Junior, who have watched and supported a lot of people and been there just to hear our cries and our stories, Hector X, who has been around doing his thing, and you know, he gives us all the memories of all the extravaganzas from Angie and all the ones that we long for. There's so much talent in the Bull community, and not only just because of the art form and the talent and the beauty, we are living and we are existing, and we're not going anywhere. So we like to share with the world, one thing important is that this film will close the cultural gaps, meaning that you have all these people wondering what homophobia is, you have all these people who want to know what bisexuality is, you want to know why the balls exist. I mean, the balls are fun. It's a way of expressing yourself, like I said, one big fashion and talent audition. And with that, it's like, this is a way of life for many of the ball participants. This is our community. Many of us have jobs. These are things that weren't included in Paris is Burning. We want to talk about how we feel about what it takes to make an outfit, what it feels like to go to work every day, what it feels like to not have to worry about being stiff for $1 or somebody getting over and you signed a release from, well, we won't get into the negativity, but you know where I'm going with that, right? This is an empowerment project, meaning that if you read the sheets that we have put out, it's basically as the movie makes money, so will we all. This is no one person getting rich or anything. This is for our community. It's for us to actually be able to say that the ball community is now taxpayers. We are people that actually go to work. We should be able to have a real estate place of our own. We should be able to have some projects where we can give employment of our own. We have to empower ourselves, and basically that's what it's about. No matter who feels that this one shouldn't be the one doing it or that one should be the one doing it, somebody has to do it. So I'm hoping that we get a lot of support, a lot of financial support from our investors in the future. So far we've been getting a lot of positive feedback. I got 2 phone calls from Bill Clinton's office. I was shocked. You know, here it is, I got phone calls asking me, what could he possibly do for us? And he couldn't be here because he's out of town right now, but my request to him was that he be featured in our film, seeing that he's now dealing with global AIDS. And at the end of the film, maybe talk a little bit about global AIDS, a possible donation from Bill Clinton, and maybe a letter of support. And I got all positive feedback from him, and when he gets back in town, he and I will have a meeting, and things will go on from there. And it's a good feeling to know that we're being recognized by even Bill Clinton, because we're somebody, we're worthy, we're the ball community, we're special, we're trophy winners. And not only are we trophy winners for categories, we're trophy winners in life, because, you know, we went through a lot. We're like those people that have been abused, and, you know, you talk about the Holocaust, you talk about things like that, but we have our own Holocaust to talk about. And we're still thriving, and we're going to continue to thrive, and we want you to come and support our movie, because this will help the overall gay population as well. You can't segregate in these populations because you're gay, you're bisexual, you're transgendered. We have some beautiful people in this world, especially in the ball community, and we are one of the hardest hit communities with HIV/AIDS. So when some of these available grants are, you know, available, we should be able to get to them as well for ourselves directly, instead of always depending on going here or going there. So this is what empowerment means, and this is what it's all about. And I, as your producer, want to give you the best and want to be fair, and we would like your cooperation, make things go smoothly and, you know, much better for all of us. And basically, I think I've said a lot. You know, I mean, I have people from the radio, people from TV, giving me shout outs and talking about this movie. And we're going to get this film off the ground. And want to say thank you personally to Jack Slagle, because you know something, for the Gay and Lesbian Center to give us this support. We have been recognized by this community for being special and important, and OutProfessionals as well. And for those that don't know, those 2 organizations are very up there in the gay community. You know, we want to say thank you from our hearts with much respect. And I also wanted to just add on something that simultaneously Black Pride this year was successful for the first time. We were recognized by our politicians. We were granted proclamations, and that means a lot. And today we were officially incorporated. Isn't that great? And now I'll turn it over to our Black Pride chairperson, Mrs. Jane Saunders,
For 24 years, I've been involved in the community, different facets, as board members of the organizations. Also, I have been a supporter of fundraisers and things as such. How do I look? I think it's very important.
Basically, I just wanted to know when is the film going to come out for the public, because I would like to have one.
Okay, I'm going to try to answer that. We would like for it to come out in 2002. We're looking next year. And if you're in it, it's going to come out, right? Anyone else? Come on, I know you boardroom children got some questions. I knew RR would. Come on, let's get them.
I just wanted to find out how much more funding do you need for this particular project, and once you get all the funding that you need, when will it be decided of how the funds will be distributed amongst the participants who are participating in this particular venue?
Okay, excellent question. That's an RR Chanel question. Yes. Well, RR, we have a budget written out for like particular people that do interviews, you know, how much they would receive, and I guess Wolfgang has to also figure out a budget on how the proceeds come in. You know, you're actually asking me for exact figures, which is something that he'd be able to tell you. Right now, we're waiting for some available grants. We have some investors that came in. The exact figures I'm not aware of, but we do have a budget for people that are in the film, that do the interviews, how much you participate in the actual.
And based on our sliding scale, how we come up with the final royalty breakdown is okay, you appeared in this and you're entitled for that, and we as the community came up with that number. And I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
And if I could just piggyback off of that, it's just in general advice to the benefits. When you're talking about a big social public project, there's that fine line, but in business it's all about rights and clearances and contracts. So I've been informed that this group, one of the associate producers is also the elite.
And assuming that all the legalities are worked out, this is all worked out, because I really think it's a wonderful project that needs to be done and it's way overdue. I'd like to know if you're going to enter into any of the festivals, or we're just going to do indie, or...
Yeah. We want to be seen. We want to know how do we look.
Distribution company, and also we have the largest Black and lesbian film festival in the world. We have a film, and I won't plug it because this is not the night for that. We have a film called Punks that we, thank you, Jack. We actually picked up that aired at our film festival, and we are releasing that film November 2nd. So, and Punks had a really tremendous, large, very incredible festival run around the country and around the world. So that was very instrumental in us being picked up for a film festival. So I highly recommend that How Do I Look is taken on the festival run. Festivals just serve as a really strong vehicle to get the word out there. You get it in front of various distribution people. You get it in front of various people around the world in general. So festival runs are a very good idea.
If the fashion designers each have a house in their honor, are they coming forth with money to help support this project?
Good question. We haven't answered that yet. To my knowledge.
This is, I guess, part of our phase 2. Right now we're still organizing the grassroots, and we will have a lot more meetings, and this will all be part of the strategy we have to work on.
One of the strategies, because of the nature...
My name is Gerald Dupree, and I'm a member of the House of Asia, but I'm not a member of the House of Queen, which is the first clean recovery house. I have more of a statement. I can say clean. I remember coming up in the boardroom, and drugs and sex was a major part. That's where we lost the major part of our board. And I always felt that someone needed to tell the story. And I appreciate the fact that Wolfgang, you took on this opportunity, because as in Paris is Burning, it was seriously exploited. They took the money and ran, used us for what they could, The sick and dying got nothing. Okay? At this point right now where I'm in my life, I would just like the story to be told. As far as profits, money isn't going to do me any good at this point in my life. I would just like for it to be written in history that these people did exist. And I really appreciate the fact that you see, some of the most creative, articulate, intelligent people I've ever known in life. And they came out of the ballroom scene. As you were saying about fashion, I worked on Fashion Avenue, 7th Avenue for 15 years. And that's during the time, coming from the ballroom, going into the fashion, and as far as, you know, carrying names of designers, they should be proud that somebody would actually want to carry their name besides wear their clothes. And you know, to say that by reaching out beyond just, because Harlem Balls go back from 1920. If you know anything about the history of Harlem Balls, it goes back to the Hamilton Lodge, which at the turn of the century, this is not something that just started a few years ago. Drag balls in Harlem goes back to the Renaissance. And it was the fact that when Paris is Burning was done, Madonna did the Vogue, everybody made money, everybody left the kids with nothing. I appreciate the fact that you are actually giving back and splitting the profits of what's going on here. But as I said, I just want the story to be told, because there were some beautiful people missed. Paris is Burning. Was going to be nominated at the Academy Awards that Tom Hanks won Best Actor for Philadelphia had Jerry Falwell not so distastefully hated it, but he never mentioned how he chopped Jim Baker and Tammy Faye Baker for their PTL ministry, praise the Lord. But in any event, I would like to say this. Do the How Do I Look movie industry and fundraisers intend to have a committee that will make sure that the integrity of the movie is not compromised by the biggest fundraiser who may not be gay orientated? Thank you.
Nice question. We'd like to get Junior to stand up one more time. Junior LaBeija. We're going to also get behind him all Chanel to stand up, and Portia LaBeija McLean. We also have Hector in the audience. Could you stand up, Hector? Hector X and Jose Extravaganza. And we have Carmen Extravaganza. We're going to originally pronounce his name like Julia. And we want to just say that I want to say personally, and the other Jose went out the door, right? Is he coming back? Yeah. Okay. I just want to say again, Joseph Levin, and I'd like to say thank you to Dwayne Pius for sitting up here from One World Magazine, formerly John, the directing editor of One World. And we have Yvonne Blackman. I must say, Yvonne, this is Yvonne Blackman, our CPA girl, certified public accountant. And we have photographer Gerard here. I'm just giving acknowledging kudos to the audience. Go ahead, Gerard, stand up. Gerard, stand up.
Come on, give me a happy.
Yes, also I want to announce the 20th anniversary of the House of Extravaganza at August 30th at Club Spa. Where's that located?
It's on 13th Street between 4th and Broadway.
Okay, that's August 30th. Come out to celebrate the... I just want to talk about this designer for 1 minute. In the movie, and raffle tickets are being sold in the back for anybody that needs a raffle ticket. I just want to say this designer, David Ultima, this is one of the reasons why we have him here today, is because when you looked at him in the movie, the film Paris is Burning, he was arguing about the buttons on the left side. Do you remember that? He had the fur coat and he said the buttons are on the left side, and that meant it was a man's coat. Now today, after all those years pass by, he's actually designing his own clothing, and he has a line of clothing. So I just felt that that was positive to show that arguing about one thing back in that movie and coming back in this new movie and showing his actual design. So you're going to get a little preview of that. And I want to just start with the first model. Music please. You're going to get a mini fashion show. We have Akia McDaniel, designs by David Ultima. This is Akia McDaniel. You gotta work, Akia. And let me tell you something, I know this girl personally, she won Model of the Year in New Jersey. 2001. That's right, this is Akia McDaniel. Listen for that name. Fashions, Ultima Fashions, designed by David Ultima. You better work it here. Isn't that hot? She's selling it. Our next model is Jazz. Designed by David Ultima. Evening wear, sports, Ultima Sports, Ultima evening wear. This is Jazz. Designed by David Ultima. What is the detail? Like that. Next we have Muhammad Ali. Wearing designs by David Ultima. Serving that hat. That's Signs by David Ultima. Muhammad Ali, signs by David Ultima. And this is Dread. This is Dread from the House of Mashroom. She better give it to you. Is she giving it to you? Afrocentricity at its best. This is Dread Mashroom. Designed by David Ultima. She had a pretty smile. She giving you that cultural effect. It's hot, right? baby. She know how to work that gown. Oh, you think I can put that gown on? This is a Kia McDaniels, wearing fashions, like David Hilton. And also model of the year 2001 in New Jersey. First of all, never ceases to amaze me. Me and him have been friends for 26 years and he still surprises me. I want to say, David, your work is beautiful and I'm glad to know you and I'm going to still be here with you, baby. You do some fantastic work. This is what we're talking about for the film, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you haven't got your raffle ticket for last time, because I'm going to shake the plate.
Was working closely with Wolfgang. I met him at one of the Black Pride festivities at the Pub Center. And he saw my shirt. I said,
there you go, Natalie. There you go.
Wolfgang saw some of my work at the Pub Center. And we decided to work closely together to try to come up with some different designs that would kind of symbolize more than just the movie, but different things that go on in the whole movie. So I did a few that just had the logo for the movie.
Natalie, I have these two of them.
Oh, great. Okay. And Tam, I did some with the sort of like a dual base, which is kind of indicative to the type of work that I do. That is sort of like showing more of the feminine and showing more of the male version. I don't know. It's sort of like a dual something going on. Sort of the same thing, and also with Can you hear me? Alright, so anyway, I'm sorry, I really wasn't expecting to be brought up here, so I didn't really have anything to say.
Why did you pick the colors?
Because Wolfgang told me to pick those colors.
Hey, this is the man who was the first person who came on board for funding for the project, and he also did a pre-screening with Black Pride New York. James, why do you think this is going to be a good project?
It's been an excellent project because people need to know and acknowledge those in the community that are very creative, that need support, need empowerment, all those things that make one a strong individual.
And what about the fashion industry? What do you think their response should be?
Their response from the fashion industry should be very positive and very supportive and very financially empowering. overall. And without these individuals here supporting their cause with the little economics they have for themselves, they should be overwhelmingly supportive of the fact that they're speaking the word everywhere you turn. In every city, every country, there's someone talking about the house of Chanel, the house of Michoud, the house of Mosquito. All these things that need to be put out there.
And so we're going to premiere this film at Black Pride New York
2002K2.
2K2.
Which your new theme is called Generations.
Generations, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is 070. 070.
You know I wanted to come over and get it.
I want some more tickets.
No comment. You ain't getting no more tickets.
I want more tickets. I want a ticket. This is rigged.
No more niggas than you, alright?
Next number is 052.
You gotta let that No. I'm never gonna win. I want to let that.
The next winning number is 0.
How does it feel?
What is it? Thank you.
Winning number t-shirt is 183.
What?
Church label, congratulations. And beautiful.
Come on, stand up now. Come on now.
Here's a ticket. 158.
This it?
158.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
No, I want a bandana. Do they sell the bandanas?
They're handmade just for tonight.
How are we going to trade off for the bandana?